So hi everybody. Hi Gitanjali. Hi Harshit. Hi Trupti. Hi Sushant. Welcome. So while we wait for another 2-3 minutes for everybody to join in, I would like you all to just network with each other and please also do write your names and your profiles, mention your name, what you do, your profiles, so that everybody can see what you do and also, give a shout out to everyone. Hi Hemlata. That's nice to know that you're manufacturing and exporting human hair extensions. Do add more about your business, everybody, in the chat, so we know what you do, where you are from. Hello Raj. Hi Tushar. Hi Yogesh. Hi Apurva. I'll just wait for 1 more minute, and at 4:03 we can start. Hi Rakhi. Hi Mohammed. Hi Bhagwan. Hi Adi Shankar. Hi Malay. So before I start the webinar, I'll just put a link to the platform where, in case you don't have a link on GlobalLinker, you all can create your account. If you do, you can sign in. No need to create an account again. Just sharing the profile, the link of where you can have create your own online free profile on the platform. And hi Arul. So it's really nice to meet you all, and we'll get started. It's 4:03, and yeah. So I'm the speaker of today's session. I will walk you through and show you how you can make a nice, attractive, and an online profile where you can, make your profile in such a way that you can get, prospective leads and buyers for online. We all are doing business. We all are, very well established in doing business. And let's see how we can now do the same thing online. I'll start with just introducing myself and a little bit about what I do. I'm working since I have around 15 years of work experience, and I'm associated with GlobalLinker since more than 10 years now. And I've been with GlobalLinker in various roles, right from helping develop the product, and currently I'm focusing on customer engagement and delight. So one of the things I do focus on is to make sure that customers get value from their business, from what they do with us, and they are also satisfied, and they come back with some, they drive business growth with us. So the key elements, the things we would be talking in today's webinar is, these are the talking points that we would be having in today's webinar. That what is, what is an overseas buyer typically looking for? Why is he here? Why does he come and look for your profile? And when he comes, what is he looking for? I would also like to, bring across that what is the key difference between having an e-profile and an offline profile? What are the elements of having a good online profile, and there is a checklist which we will share with you, which will support you in creating that ideal and a good profile, so that you can have a great profile whenever somebody is visiting it. And yes, then we will open it for an open discussion, and I'll also like to share some inspirations with you all, which you all can see. So let's move on. I would like to show a couple of, before we get started, I would just like to set the context by sharing one or two use cases, so that you can, it just puts things into context for you. We have over here a prospective buyer called Rajesh, who is actually, looking for rice. So
sorry, Nafisa, sorry for interrupting. I think there's some issue with the screen share. It is stuck at the first slide. So can you please do the screen share once again?
I'll just reset it. I'm sorry. Is it visible now?
No, still the same screen, the first screen which was there. So you can stop sharing and try sharing once
Sorry,
again.
everybody, for this glitch, but I'll just make sure I do it again. Is this now visible?
Yeah, it is visible now.
I'm just moving to the next slide. Please confirm if you can, see it.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So hi, I'll start again. Sorry about that. And thanks, Adnan, for highlighting this. Yeah. So what I did cover was the topics that we would be covering in this discussion. That what are the things an online buyer would be looking for, why you should be having an online profile, some benefits between an e-profile and an offline profile, what should a good online profile have, and the checklists that you should follow to maintain and have that profile. And then, yes, we have it open for discussion. I was in this stage where we were talking about Rajesh, who is actually, a buyer of rice. He's an importer of rice, and he was actually searching for a key. He was searching for an online profile and a business who would actually, export rice. He saw a couple of profiles, and if you see over here, he is considering evaluating this organization called BFAC. Why do you think he would do that? He is, you see that, he has added all the components which are required to help him create his profile. Like it has a logo, his name is mentioned, a description is there, his products are nicely and clearly displayed. And now Rajesh is actually evaluating whether he should send an inquiry to this business, and directly from the product itself, he can do that. Just reversing the scenario and just putting another context as well from the buyers or the manufacturer or the seller's perspective or the exporter's perspective, where we have Priya, who's a manufacturer of scarves. She is adept and she's really an expert in doing business on the traditional way. So she attends events, she visits different clients and suppliers to do that. However, she wants to go global. She wants to get into getting inquiries online, but she has a challenge over there. She knows that she's not able to update her profile in this way, and hence she's losing out on inquiries and thus business for herself, which could be something which could add to her business growth. Both of these scenarios are very relevant today. They are very much, happening today in today's scenario. So it becomes even more important for us to, understand and start generating an online profile and creating an online profile. While we go to the next step, I would, want to re-stress on the fact about having a good e-profile for for ourselves. As an exporter, you already have you have a brochure, you have a deck, you have maybe a company presentation which you would be sharing with any supplier who would place an inquiry with you. You should also, we all know that in today's scenario, going online is the next way of doing business. While it's very much established in B2C, B2B is picking up. It's already established. B2B business, online business transactions is actually established in a lot of first world countries. In US, it's led by different great marketplaces as well. However, in India, it's picking up right now. We do know how important it is for being online. And I would just like to show you that these are the great, benefits, and these are the great values which value adds you can add to you if you just start going online. One, an e-profile is very much shareable. While an offline profile has a limited reach, an e-profile is always updated and accurate, in the way that you just need one admin person to actually update your profile. So if you have adding a new line of products, or if you're discontinuing something, you want to add some more information about your business, you get a new achievement you would like to show, you just need to update it. And since your link is already shared in with your different clients and suppliers, when they open your profile next, the information is already visible to them. This makes it very cost effective. You don't have any printing costs, you don't have logistics costs, you don't have storage costs. You don't have to worry about it getting spoiled, outdated, and you have to discard it. So it has a lot of benefits of having an online profile. What more is, it being online, you get visible in web searches. This gives you organic visibility, and it puts you at par with any other business who is offering the same products as you. And it also helps build trust. So I would quickly move on to what are the expectations you should have when you are looking to create an online profile. Obviously, when you are looking to create an online profile, you need to decide, you need to choose a platform which is one offering you where your profile can be searched on the web and on the platform as well. So it helps you get noticed. It also, the second part is up to you, that you have to provide relevant and accurate information to your, so that anybody who's reading about your business, or even for the platform to put your business across, that information is true and correct. The third is where technology kicks in. So, while offline we are limited by just putting certain bits of information, technology plays a very important role when we are online. So it helps me come up in recommendations. It helps your profile show up at the right places when a particular keyword is entered in with respect to certain activities you would have done in the platform. So that's where a platform can help you in getting noticed. So when you know that what are the expectations you have for, creating an online profile, what are you going to do next? The key thing is, with so many platforms available online, it's key for you to choose a right platform for you to build your online profile. It's good to have one. It's also good to have a few, but keep your profile maintained across all platforms. The next is, yes, to keep your platform maintained and updated. And third is, because you are an exporter and you would want to be, your key focus is to ensure that you have an online transaction. Please make sure that you are export compliant from the country which you're exporting and to the countries you want to export to. In case you already have that, great. In case you would wish to, please go ahead and start these, because these should not be something which become an impediment whenever there's a transaction taking place and your transaction goes ahead smoothly. We are going ahead to what are the checklists which you should have. So this is the takeaway which you take it from, this session. I would like to put across over here your 8-point checklist that you should have to have a great and a good online profile. We would cover each and every of these elements one by one in a great bit of detail. And these are very simple elements as you see them. They are, extremely basic, starting with your company name, a picture, some details about your company. But as we go and we discuss each and every element, you realize that being simple, being consistent, and being updated becomes extremely important. The last part about this is once you've already done the hard work, you can actually leverage your online profile in really unique and different ways, which, is also something which I would love to show you at the end of going forward in this session. Before I continue, I have a small giveaway which I would like to announce, which I'd be announcing at the end of the session. So please stay tuned for that. And there's something which you can actually win from us. Very much in tune with what we are, we are talking about. So it will definitely again add value to your business. So let's get started. We know today the attention span of a user or of anybody whenever we are on social networking or in a business networking site is less than 30 seconds to a minute. Nobody gives you more attention than that. So if somebody is coming to visit your profile and your profile has become your forefront, it is a way, think about your profile as the first face-to-face meeting you are doing, as a first meeting you're doing with your prospective buyer. If you are doing a face-to-face meeting with your prospective buyer, you make sure you're well-dressed, you have all the necessary information and decks available with you, and you're there to please them. Now, take yourself away from that table and imagine that it is your profile that is doing the work, because right now that customer or that buyer is actually looking at you online. So your profile is your face of your business. So, and given that today we have a very short attention span, visual aesthetics become very important. So the first thing when a person actually visits your profile, he would visually like to see how appealing your profile is. From top to bottom, your profile has to look, one, complete. It has to also look nice. How do I make sure I do that? So, that's why the visual aspects are added on the top. So that's where the platform again, structurally creates your profile in a visual appealing way, and it makes it easy for you to add information as well. The first thing when anyone as a buyer would come over here would want to come and see your logo. Logo adds a lot of trust. It adds professionalism to your business. If you have one and it's not there on your profile, please add it. If you do not have one, I would encourage you to create a logo for your business. It's a very small thing. Logo services are offered by almost anyone. You can also try creating a logo yourself in case you have some creative mind with you. The next thing is, yes, I would like to see a nice company banner, which is shown over here. So, sorry, it's not come up. Yeah. So I would see the company banner as well over here. And the third and the fourth thing I would see is, one, your business name and your company name. Your business name is, basically your brand which you're representing to your business, and your legal name is, mostly your registered company name for business purposes. All of these four elements together add, again, a lot of value to the reader. These four elements have to be mentioned, shown, and displayed clearly, have to be mentioned also simply as well. Have certain examples which I would like to show you where other businesses on our platform have used. This would please use these examples as cues on how you can build your profile, and how can you make a nice cover image or show your business name clearly. So we picked Array Innovative Services Private Limited, simply one because I like the logo, very simple and attractive logo. But I would like to focus on the cover image over here. You see, his cover image is telling me a lot of information about this business. One, it tells me it's in the business since 9 years. It tells me that it is also providing around 6 services, and I would like to know more about these services. I'm sure when I scroll down, I would see more about it. So just in a nutshell, just by looking at his logo, his cover image and his name, which is so clearly mentioned, where he's based and his industry, I know quite a bit about this business, and it instantly gets me interested and want to scroll down. Use the top part of your profile to, attract the buyer, make him want to stay on your profile and want to scroll down. Another business is an apparel manufacturer who's into sustainable apparel clothing, and they also support women, by employing women, is this Kritikala. So they have a very simple logo, and their cover image just, talks about their products. It talks about, so by just looking at their cover image, I know that they are helping women out, and the kind of output I would see from this. And they are into fashion and fashion accessories, located in South India. So for businesses, like we said, if we don't have a creative mind, and we understand that as a business, I may not have access to technology or even the right designers to give me a nice and a fancy cover image. I can just put my company name over here as simply, and it can just represent. So I really like the way this business has simply used their product, their company name and their logo colors to just make a very simple cover banner, but it looks very attractive and nice. There are many tools available online which can help you do it. And once you create it in these online tools, I will share with them. I have the resources already available at the end of the webinar. It's there in the slides. I will move to that one and you can see it. But you can create your banners and your logos over there. Once you have your open logos, you can just resize it and update it in your preferred platform. So make sure you have the right, platforms always mention their respective sizes. So, you just have to edit it to those sizes. Those tools also are available. I'll share them with you and update it. But the key thing I would like to share with you, and I would like you to, be aware of, is that please have these elements updated on your profile. There's a big difference between a profile which has a updated cover and a logo versus they don't have a updated cover and logo. It's almost like losing interest and making interest. So if you get interested, I will scroll down. If I'm not interested, I might just move to the next profile. So you might just lose a lead because of when we don't have one. So think about it. All of this information you're adding here is a way to sell your business, is a way to attract your buyer to buy products from, to make that one transaction which will help you grow your business. Let's move to the next one. Once I know I have got the buyer interested in my business, and he's like, okay, now I need to know, I want to know more about this business. Once he gets attracted, nice logo, nice cover image, let me see what this business is actually doing. So, again, what are the things you would like to know? Again, let's make it short, crisp and sweet. So, the platform offers over here, you can add a specialization wherein just around 5 to 6 words, you should mention what is your standout and what is your USP. So you add your specialization. Your specialization can simply be things like, ISO 9001 exporter of apparel products, or it can be, a world-class manufacturer of health lifestyle products. That can be your specialization. Again, that gets me interested. Make sure we use words that are going to give the confidence and are going to make the buyer understand what you do. The next section is a summary which you can add about your business. Use that section to, say what is your core business offering and what is the value you're actually offering over there. So you can typically talk about, so in case you're offering health lifestyle products, again, you can actually mention over there that this is I'm into health lifestyle products, and I create compression products for hands, shoulders and stomach, etc. And you can mention it. It's just a way of, again, keeping your buyer interested. Think about it again in the context of a face-to-face discussion you may have with that one person, and you're telling him something more about your business. You're telling him something that will continue to keep him interested and want to go down below your profile, further ahead, and see more about you. The next is your business overview. This is a place where you can actually go, wild, if I may say, that you can, talk anything. You can talk a lot of things about your business. You can talk about your vision, you can talk about your mission, you can talk about why are you here, what are you looking to solve, and this gives a lot of context for the buyer, that and it helps him decide whether is this a company which I think I will do business with and I'll be happy doing business with. Add more information about your business, by adding more information like when your business was founded, how many employees you have. Again, it adds confidence to the buyer, and that it's a business which is sound, which is large, it is growing, and I can do business with him. Your business overview section can be, in case at times we are lost as to how do we write a business overview section, because even if I give you 1500 characters or 2000 characters to write, at times we are lost, what we should mention over there. So I can tell you, if you just put in some couple of checklists which you can mention over here, like, just write why you were founded, what is the goal you are looking at, what is the problem you are looking to achieve, write your mission, your vision, write your key products which you're offering, and what are your certifications. Given that you're an exporter, these 7 items are something which any buyer would be asking you, right? So it's good to write it in your business overview and mention it over there. We can share this with you even at the end of the chat, and you can use it as a pointer and a checklist to mention it over here. Moving on to some good examples, which again we have picked over here, is Signy Energy Private Limited. Apart from having a logo and a nice, again, a cover image, see the cover image is pretty simple again, but they have used their specialization to say that they are the future of energy storage. So they are more into advanced energy storage solutions is the sense I get. By reading their core profile, I can come to know that they are, again, they're driving future energy projects. And when I read about their business overview, they are manufacturing lithium ion battery packs for electric vehicles, energy storage, etc. And if I see on the right, I know a little more about their business, that they are in the business since now 8 years. They have around 100 employees and they have a turnover. This is their turnover. So imagine, you have to imagine that you're telling this, you're almost talking to your buyer like this, and you should word it correctly. Now, please take note that what is required is that you are writing genuine, correct information. Your information is written in simple and crisp language. Don't try to write, we don't have to make sure that we are using jargon or something technical, because that might just put off the buyer, but make sure you're using nice, clear, simple language. Again, when I mentioned we would be having challenges in doing that, while I did give you a small checklist on how you can structure your content, you should also make sure, there is an online character tool counter which you can use to check your character counts. And there is a grammar check tool also where you can, check the grammar if it's in correct language, which I'll share with you at the end. AP Craft has actually, gone all out. And if you see, they have really, written a very nice business overview. They are into the fashion and accessories space. They're a manufacturer, and they've written their vision, mission quite nicely, which I thought, y'all can use as an example or a way to create your own profile. The next thing, after I know a little bit about what you do, what your business is, what the buyer would want to know is who are the people who are running the business. Yes, of course, there's always a face to an organization, right? I would always do business with somebody. I would always do business with an individual representing the business, not the business per se. And in that way, I end up doing business with them. So adding human touch, it adds a human touch. It adds a lot of warmth to the relationship as well, and it gives trust that yes, we are talking to some genuine people. There are some people who I should connect with. A platform also gives you a way in which you can connect with the organization and whom you should connect with. That's what it helps you do. It helps you structure and also categorize certain discussions which somebody would be looking at. Say for example, if if the prospective buyer is actually looking to create new business and is looking for business development, I would actually reach out to Satyam Agarwal or Felix D'Souza, because they are into business development and SME relationships. Or for instance, if I'm an HR manager, if I'm looking to talk about some HR solutions, etc., I should get in touch with Prerna Kashyap, because she's the HR manager of this organization. So these are the ways which I can, actually get in touch with. And yes, you can also actually, there's a way when actually even the person's profile can get used and leveraged as well. So if I want to know more about that individual, great place to do that is here by, having, they have their own profile where they can update and maintain, add your own cover photo, add your own nice image, your designation, a role about your company. And yes, I get to know a lot about this person as well. Some examples I would like to show you again once is of Padmaja, of this organization we saw a couple of slides back. A very nice smiling image, a nice bright image, a cover image. Again, use the simple way, the already an existing one, reinforcing the company's cover image. And if you see the way she has described her roles, just her roles and responsibilities very clearly mentioned. And she's also mentioned the goals, what is her goal in the organization and how is she driving it, and a lot of other initiatives that she's doing. So again, you can, even when you are writing your role, think of these 4 things. What do you do? What is your goal? And what is your overall goal? And how are you supporting the organization? And what are the different things you also do apart from that, that also, for your own self growth or for the organization's growth? This is another example, Ms. Himani Gupta, who is the partner at Criticala. She has added her own cover image, and she's just mentioned a small crisp one. So it need not necessarily have to be crisp very long, but yes, it's good to have one updated. After I know who the people who are, representing your business, I would want to know where you're present. So having, your presence mentioned and where it is, this builds confidence and trust with the buyer. So do mention wherever you're, aware, wherever you have present, physically and online. So if you have a registered address, you have a warehouse, you have a regional address, feel free to update it. And on your digital address, you can add your different profiles you are visible in. So your blog, your website, your store, maybe your Twitter handle, and you can add all of that over here. Some examples again, which I would like to show you over here is, just have a look at this one. Some key things I would like you to again mention is, make sure that it's written in clear language, make sure that you're writing accurate information. And since this is online, in any case, there's an update in any of your addresses, whether digital or physical, make sure that these are updated over here. So one, the benefit of that is, whenever anybody's visiting your online profile, he knows exactly where to connect with you. Otherwise, in case of any outdated information available, that just breaks confidence, and it also, the buyer loses interest. So yes, the most important thing of a profile. A person is always visiting your profile only for one thing, to do a transaction. And of course, a transaction is done on a product or a service. So having a nice interactive online catalog becomes very, very important. Make sure you have a nice and attractive image for your products or services. Make sure your products are also having a nice and simple and a crisp product name. And half of the sale gets done when you have a nice image, and your product images and your product descriptions give a clear picture of what you do. So make sure, I'll just show you a couple of examples and we can talk about that. Why I picked this profile is, if you see, their images are very nice and clear. I can understand the products he's into. He's into children's wear and he's into women's wear. The name of the product also is very crisp and clear. Use your product name, use every element in your profile to sell to your prospective buyer. So if you see the images trying to sell, you're selling a lot of designs over here. And the product name is also crisp. So use a product name to say that it's for boys and girls. The material is cotton and it's a pajama set. So it gives me a lot of information about the product itself without me having to read more about it. The benefits of being online and having an interactive catalog is this. So when I click, say, on one of these products, I clicked on the third product, I'm actually led to this particular brand's store. where I can see much more about these products. I can see more images. I can in fact also send an inquiry. And if I would just want to purchase one particular sample before I, get into a full-blown transaction with this company, I can go ahead and even send an inquiry, and I can add to cart as well for one particular product also. I can see the price, I can see the HSN, I can see availability, I can see the description. And on the left, if you see I can see other products also which he's selling. So maybe I might, get interested in other products as well. This is more for an organization who is into the B2B and B2C space. But in case I'm only a wholesaler, I can, I can also create my catalog to only get inquiries. So in this case, a B2B inquiry would look something like this, where I can just send an inquiry, and the owner of this organization or the representative of this organization would get in touch with me to take the discussion forward. After you have built a nice, good, attractive catalog, it is also important that you have built trust. How do I build trust with an organization or with just a person who is viewing my profile? There are two ways of doing it. One of the ways, the first way is, one, you have to, the platform also offers you a lot of tools where you can verify yourself. So, maybe they tell you, please give me your legal document, maybe a GST number to do that. So you enter your GST number and you get a verified mark like this, which shows on your profile. So if a buyer is actually looking at your profile, he knows, yes, this is a legal business. It's a business that is established. It is a real business for me to do. So I don't have that fear that I'm, that I'm not, if the business is sound or no, if it's real or no. So when a platform offers such verification tools, I would encourage you to use those verifications and actively make sure you, get your businesses verified. This adds a lot of credibility to your business. It also, when you want to network with other members in the platform, it gives that confidence. So for example, in case, Felix D'Souza connects with me, I see this verified tick on his business card and online business card. And yes, it would just give me a sense that yes, I should connect with him, because yes, he's coming from a business that is verified already and it's already, a legally recognized business. So it automatically, from my mindset also, I understand that I'm talking to a verified business and, somebody that is legal. Of course, while platform also will offer you certain ways where you can build trust, you would be having other certifications which are, unique to your business, or in addition, which can add value to the buyer as well. So please use the certifications to add that. So you can add your certificates, you can add your licenses. If you have an import-export code, for example, if you have your ISO 9001 certifications, the quality certifications, make sure that they are updated. So if it's updated in this form, a person can just open it to see it further, and he gets that trust that, okay, this business actually, is done. So if you're doing business, say, for example, you're exporting to Africa, you're exporting to the European region, there would be a lot of compliance that you would need to be ready for, and you would already have those certificates. So why not add it over here and provide that confidence and trust to the buyer already? You don't have to show it again when he gets in touch with you for a discussion on the transaction. It's already there on your profile. Of course, once you build trust, another way of also showing trust is by showing off any awards you would have won or any allocates you would have received. So please show that. So if you have won anything, any milestones you have achieved, anything that you have gained, it's great to add it over here and, show off, because any buyer would love to do business with somebody who is an achiever. If you have that, do share it. So now that you have built a great profile, I have given you the checklist of creating a great profile. Let's see how that profile gets used. It actually gets used, in really cool ways I would like to show you. So for example, if somebody's searching for a particular product, a search comes up in this form. So if you see over here how this keyword is actually highlighting, and I have so many businesses to compare from. So while I see over here, clearly I can see the difference over here with in it, whatever you have updated in your profile shows as a summary over here. So like your logo, your name, your industry, your location, your summary which you would have written, a little bit about the representative. In this case, it's a verified business. In this case, he has also added his products and services. So from these two very different businesses, I have come to know so much that now I can take a decision whether I want to get in touch with company A, company B, or move on to come to the next set of recommendations that are showing in the search as well. But what if I just would like to leave a thought with you? What if I had a profile which had everything? I had a logo, I was verified, I also have a product updated correctly over here and showing up. I would obviously become the first choice where the buyer would, want to click and see more about my profile. So just think about it. Another way where I can get discovered is, yes, as a contact. So there are many ways, where we are actually, like I said, we generally get in touch with the representative of an organization. So if I'm searching for some organization in the lifestyle business or in the agriculture business, I can use my filters and I would come up with certain contacts over there. And here is where I can see a lot of snippets which I've added in my profile showing up over here. So I can see the name, the verified mark, the fact that he's a director, his designation is showing here. And yes, this would make me want to, go ahead and want to see his image is added, a nice, clear image, would want to know more about. Would like to know more about this business. So I'm moving on. When we spoke about within the platform, now we are also talking about outside the platform. So in web searches, the profile gets discovered. So, a great way for me to get, I'm actually on par with any large company out there who's offering similar products. So if I'm offering tiles, and somebody else is looking on the web for tiles, if my profile is well written, if my profile has the necessary keywords which show up in search, I will be competing with all of these businesses and also show up on the web. And it's all up to my credibility, and it's all up to the way I have maintained my profile online. So just see the way this particular organization is showing up as well. When I click on that, I see a very nice profile, which tells me a little bit about this organization that is verified, and a decision by the buyer whether he would like to go ahead or not. A little bit about how you can build credibility on the platform. So, while we said there's something which you have to do, then after that, certain things which even the platform does. So by adding posts or a requirement or an opportunity, this all gets tagged against you and say that what are the activities which I am doing. So maybe, the buyer would also go and see further to say that, oh, this person has more than 200 contacts. This person is very active on the platform. What makes him say that? The fact that he has posted discussions, the fact that he has commented on different discussions, the fact that maybe he's done other activities like writing an article or, sharing certain things with other people as well. Make sure that this guy is really active. And in case I send him an inquiry, I am also going to get a reply back. So one of the fears which an online prospective buyer has is that, he may think that, am I going to get a response from this SME, from this business or not? And one of the ways of gauging that is how active the members on the platform. By doing certain things, by posting certain things on by posting on the platform, by adding an article on the platform, things like these give a sense to the buyer that yes, this guy is active, and yes, I will get a response from him as well. Plus, this is also a great way to showcase your business and to talk about your business as well. So you're killing two birds with one stone, I would say. And if you see over here, when an article is mentioned, your name is there, your image is there. Even when you see a full view of that, you can see a summary. The summary which you had mentioned in your profile is showing up over here. There's a nice card which is mentioned over here with the number of connections, etc. show up. So, we try to make the profile as interactive as possible once you give us the necessary information so that we can start leveraging it. So building credibility becomes very important as well. A very, next thing I wanted to just touch upon for some time, which is very interesting, is the email signature. So how one of the ways which we have used our online profile is by creating it into a small digital e-business card, and we use it as a signature in our emails. This is how I use my signature. The top one is mine. And whenever I send an email to any of my emails go out, it goes with this signature. And given that it's online, I've made it interactive. This is also clickable. If the person the person who gets my email can click on my eBiz card and see my profile and see my business profile. So again, my business profile becomes very interactive. It could lead to a transaction, and it also reinforces my business and what I do. I don't have to keep on sharing my company deck with him for that. So, great way. This is available in the personal profile. You just have to copy the code and paste it in your email signature. Another way I can do it is I can add a link to my profile in any of my websites or my store that I may have. So your website might talk about certain things, but adding a clear online profile about your business, you should also you add a link at the bottom of your store over here, which can again lead to your online profile. And so coming to this part of the profile where we spoke about in the beginning that yes, you can create some nice online banners for free. Use these resources to resize your images for any grammar checks tools you may have, and to even keep your check on your character counting tool. These are some resources which I personally use myself, and I would encourage you to use them more so that you can have a nice updated profile as well. I'll just leave this for the next 10 seconds. But if you would need these, please share with us on the chat. We will be happy to share these with you again on chat also. So, the first thing which just came across to me is like, yeah, we have given you the 8-point checklist on how you can create a good profile. But I would also like to, show you that I just took a use case myself. I just took a business and I just started writing about him. So I said, this is a relatively new business. I took a use case on my own and say that how can you write it and make it attractive and online buyer? Because that's the next question that you would have and you would want to write for yourself, right? And make a nice online profile. So think about I was just thinking about a business which is into creating of health lifestyle products, and they manufacture and they export to the APAC region. So the tagline is pretty strong and smart, given it's for the exporters and it's to attract an exporter, an online buyer. We can write in the tagline itself that I manufacture high quality medical grade compression products specially designed for the APAC region. In the description, since I cannot talk about legacy and I cannot talk about how many years I am in the business, second generation, third generation, we can just say that we are an enthusiastic team with a collective experience of 10 to 15 years. And now we are talking about the goal and the business and the, what are we trying to solve over here? So why is this business in existence? It was formed to meet the ever existing demand for lifestyle health products. Our products are created with the highest quality materials and meet world-class standards. Our highest, and the next thing I wanted him to talk about is what is a star product and where are they eligible to sell? Where do they actually sell? So our highest spot products are the body compression products, and we have been exporting to APAC for 5 years and served over 200 clients in this region. And our differentiators is exclusive products, and we are certified for immediate export to APAC. Now, a person who's reading this knows that, okay, if I get into a transaction discussion and I want some delivery happening in 40 days, 30 days, this is a business I should talk to. Just to want to leave you with a thought. One use case I would, really want to put across is one of the businesses we have worked with is Swat Products. They created an online profile and they also created an online store. They came up in a web search like this. And this is, where people have actually visited their online store. And they also, after that, when they went down and they clicked on their GlobalLinker profile, they came up over here. Because all of these things were so well updated and added, or the products in the store in this catalog were added well. The online profile was so well developed. They have actually got a lot of B2B clients, not only in India, but even outside of India. And, this is one use case which I really wanted you to see. So it becomes a journey. These are some client testimonials that, of clients we have worked with, and we would like to show. So we have Mr. Vittal Vemuri, the owner of ProPack Engineers. He's worked, we have worked very closely with him, and Mr. Sandeep Baheti as well, the director of SWAT Products, whom we just saw in the previous slide. We are almost at the end of the webinar now, and now is the time for a giveaway. So I would just like to announce that now. So the giveaway is this. We are going to, the giveaway is actually that we are going to help you write your entire, help you complete and build your entire profile. We'll give you the necessary help and the resources so that you can have a complete profile on the platform, thus giving you that extra leverage so that you can, you be at par and be eligible for good inquiries for your business. So we are happy to do that. Just to do that, we would like you to, post a comment for us on one of our posts we have posted on the platform. So please do that. The people who have done that would be eligible for the giveaway. We are actually going to choose 10 people and work with them to build their online profile. Now I'll leave the, while you go ahead and do that, I would also leave the panel open for any discussions you may have. I'll go through the chat messages and read your questions and take it forward. Please give me a moment. I'll just. Hi,
Nafisa.
Hi, Malvika. Yeah, I was just about to check with you.
There are a couple of questions. I'll just go ahead and ask you those.
Sure.
It was a very insightful session, and I could see a lot of members really engaged and asking a couple of questions. So the first one is by Mr. Dhanansri Manohar, who is asking, how do we actually create an impactful profile? Yeah.
So that's a very interesting question, So if we actually, the simplest way is if you just follow the 8-point checklist and, you go through that. So by adding your name, your logo, a nice description about your company, and keep in mind that you are sitting in front of the buyer. So one of the things we're saying is, in case, say, for example, I'm talking to my buyer over here, the way I would talk to him, what are the things I would mention in that conversation is also what should be mentioned in my profile. So take note that he looks for certain information to gain confidence. He looks for certain information to be visually attracted is what we should do first. The second is he needs information to get confidence. He's looking for some credibility. So that's why he's looking for other things, like he will look for some assurance in different platforms to say that he's visible here, he's available there. And then he would also do his offline checks. And the third is, yes, he would also look for trust and verification. So if you meet these 4 criteria, then yes, that helps you make an impactful profile.
Absolutely. Just moving on, there are a couple of members who are asking for where do they comment to get the giveaway. I will be sharing the social pages in the chat box, so you can please go ahead and use that and comment on the post. So more than questions, Nafisa, I must tell you, a lot of people are complimenting that it was a very practical explanation. There were nice presentation, good examples. Okay, so there's another one who's asking, Mr. Hitesh Shah. He says that I'm manufacturing engineering materials. How do I really get a foreign buyer requirement?
So hi, Hitesh. Hitesh, one of the things is when you have done, once you update your profile, because you're, into manufacturing of trading of engineering materials, please add that in your online product catalog. Once that's done, you can set it for receiving inquiries only. And you can make sure that your products are showing up in an online marketplace. That is number one. Second is you can also market your catalog on your own and send it to all your contacts. So that's the way you can, look at getting foreign buyer requirements. The third is, I would just like to add, in case you are, you are aware, FIO is the Federation of Import-Export Organization. Do have an IEC code available over there, and, get yourself registered, so that they also provide a lot of assistance in, making sure that exporters get the right leverage to do that. Malvika, you would like to talk about IBP?
Yeah. So I just wanted to add that Mr. Hitesh, Federation of Indian Export Organizations, in collaboration with GlobalLinker, has launched a portal, an international trade hub, which is called the Indian Business Portal. The basic idea of the portal is to connect Indian exporters with foreign buyers. So if you do deal in engineering materials, all you need to do is create an e-commerce store, link your business to the Indian Business Portal, and it will be promoted extensively. So you can actually get access to making your business discoverable to foreign potential buyers. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. We will move on to the next question now. Mr. Karthikeshwar Senapati is asking, the pages or the links that you showed are not exactly the same as what is in Linker Store. Is it really different? Is it a different format for Linker Store and profile?
So yes, Mr. Karthikeshwar, hi. The thing is, I showed two sets of profiles. One is, one was focused on just your profile, talking about your business, what you do. So that was your profile, which is shown on the GlobalLinker platform. The second was your catalog. So your catalog is where you show it on your store, and you can set it for inquiry or even for a sale. Now, those catalogs have different formats. So if I go to see the catalog entirely, they have different themes which I can apply and I can see it. So maybe the theme in your particular store would be X. But yes, both of these are taken from live examples. They are live stores. If you are on the GlobalLinker platform, and just because it's coming on the top of my mind, if you search for Suraksha Pharma Limited, you would find that profile on GlobalLinker. Do go and look at it, view it visible. There are a couple of other profiles which we can share with you here itself. You can go and visit them as well. Malvika, we can share those profiles which we were looking at in the morning.
Yes, definitely.
So, do have a look at those, because we have given you some live examples and we would want you to, take inspiration from that. These are all real businesses and they're all live businesses registered on GlobalLinker.
I'll share that in the chat box for you all to have a look. But moving on to the next question, Nafisa, Mr. Sanjay Varma, he is curious to know a little more about GlobalLinker. What is the purpose of GlobalLinker? How is it different from LinkedIn? What do you mean by business networking?
So hi, okay. So GlobalLinker is actually, created as an SME business networking platform. We are a platform which offers a lot of business opportunities to you. One of them is networking. The second is where you can actually digitize and create your own digital profile, which is what this session was all about. The third is, after you create your networking opportunities, how is it that you can actually grow your business? So that is the third is about, creating and maintaining a great and an active product or a service catalog. Once you create that, that's what you can leverage yourself, and you also have the platform to help you get inquiries for your business as well. And the fourth is, yes, you can also create efficiencies for business, where we can use certain offers which are offered by the platform for your own business. So there are a lot of other services which are also offered over here. So think about GlobalLinker as a host of services, or maybe a platform where you can use come back to at all times for any opportunity you're looking to grow your business. As a small business, we are challenged with certain things which we may not have, like expert opinions or getting access easily to contacts, or creating a profile, or being present digitally, also getting some leverage in being present out there, so that we are at par and we also have access to inquiries, etc. That is what you can think of as an opportunity with GlobalLinker, and what you can do over here.
Absolutely, Nafisa. couple of more questions and curious ones, I would say. So there's a lady, Varnita, who's asking, is there a way I can add payment gateway if somebody wants to really buy my products?
Of course, you can. So once you create your catalog, and if you want to have, if your catalog is, you want to keep your catalog as a checkout or somewhere where you can get a purchase, you can add a payment gateway. We are already tied up with certain reputable world-class payment gateways already. You simply either need to create your account with that payment gateway and it gets linked to your catalog. So yes, that's possible, very much.
Just adding on to that, the couple of providers that exist today include Paytm, Razorpay, CC Avenue. For international, there's PayPal. So go ahead and explore it. It definitely is something you should do when you are displaying your products. You should allow your customer to kind of even transact. Moving to the next question, Nafisa, Mrs. Sunil Parmar is asking if you can talk about how GlobalLinker's profile can help for chemical ingredients or raw material business. Is it different from any other type of business?
Hi, Sunil. While I am not an exact expert about this thing, but I know that given that you're into chemical ingredients, I would again encourage you to create your own profile over there and make it a B2B only inquiry catalog. If you want, we can take this discussion offline and I can, my team can get in touch with you on how we can do that, if that's okay. Malvika, we'll get, we should take this offline for sure.
Sure. And also just to add, I think no matter which industry segment or category you belong, the fact that you need to showcase your profile in a good way or communicate about your business, your products is what will matter on GlobalLinker. So we will discuss this with you offline as well. Just moving to the next question, Mr. Mohammad Akbar is asking, is there a registration fee to access GlobalLinker?
There is no registration fee to access the GlobalLinker platform or even the Indian Business Portal. It's absolutely free of cost. You can create your account for free. You can create your catalog also for free. You can use the networking benefits also for free.
Right. It is absolutely free and easy to join kind of a program, but it is by invite, and various large organizations like ICICI Bank, Federation of Indian Export Organizations, Telangana government, various organizations invite members to be a part of the platform. So I'm sure you all are also invited by one such large organization. Moving to the next question, just an additional one. I saw Mr. Monit Sharma had asked, while creating an account or accessing the GlobalLinker platform is free, is there any charge to promote products on GlobalLinker?
So while, we have given you all the tools to do that, we as a platform don't promote any specific products, so we don't, take revenue from to do that. What we would encourage you to do is, one, have an updated profile. Second, what we would encourage you to do is to use the post feature to post about your, what you do, your achievements and any opportunity you would want, and leverage the networking feature to get in touch with different contacts. So think about this more of a, a place where you go to network with other people and then you only talk about your own business. We have created the tools to give it to you, and we would encourage you to use those tools to do that. So basically, I would say you're just sitting at the comfort of your office and you're networking. Maybe, you're saving on those huge costs of attending some trade event or a live exhibition, and you're doing all of that online.
Right. Just echoing what you're saying, Nafisa, but one more point, Mr. Monit, is that so think of your profile as one step towards also creating your digital catalog, which will include all your products. So once you have a rich profile created, you will then move on to creating your digital catalog or an online store. And that is what you can use to kind of promote to your existing customers. Now, whether you do social media activities or SEO or digital marketing, that is a cost you will have to incur to get customers onto your own online store. But we don't charge anything as such for you to kind of list your products on or use the listings page on GlobalLinker. I hope that answers your question. Nafisa, just moving on, there's a question from Mr. Harish Bharadwaj. He says, is GlobalLinker profile really linked with Google Ads?
So we do have a place where you can link your catalog to Google Ads, but I'm not. Not your profile is becomes is a little independent of that.
Right, and also you can kind of do certain activities, social SEO activities to bring in people to your profile, but it will be probably a little more ROI efficient if you do it to your catalog versus your profile.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, moving to the next question, Mr. Rohit Agarwal has asked, would GlobalLinker be an ideal platform to market or introduce high-end decor products that are custom made?
So Mr. Rohit, actually, this is a, it's a question which I would just answer in this way. I would tell you that GlobalLinker is a business networking platform. You don't know where you're going to meet your next client. So if you already have presence in different platforms and you do not have one, I would definitely ask you to keep a presence over here. There's no harm in keeping a presence over here. You simply just have to maintain a profile and network. So why not? We have a network of more than 400,000 businesses registered on the platform. So definitely, I would, taking a law of probability, there would be a customer who would be, who could be your potential client.
Definitely. So the potential is huge. It's for all the business owners.
It's for any business. Yeah. So it's for any business. Yeah.
Just one thing, Mr. Rohit, if you're asking about customization. Sorry. So if you're asking about customizations, yes, there is an option where you can actually allow your customer to inquire from you rather than transact immediately. So you will be able to allow customers to actually send in an inquiry, then you discuss with them and send out a customized pricing. Okay. So there are a couple of people who are actually sharing their contacts that they would want help from us.
Okay.
We will contact you post the session.
Yeah, if you need any help, please drop a message to us over here and our team will get in touch with you in the next couple of days.
Yeah, one more question we'll take, Nafisa. There's a question that says, how many countries is GlobalLinker present in?
So good question. GlobalLinker is a global business networking platform. We have two ways. We have like Malvika was saying, we have tied up with different organizations ourselves as an organization, and we are currently present in India, in Philippines, in Thailand, and very soon we are also creating presence in the Middle East as well. However, we do have SMEs world over. We are 400,000 SMEs are from all over the world, from the Americas to the European region to the Asia Pacific and India, obviously, and Asia, India as well. So we have SMEs world over, but we also tie up with large organizations worldwide so that the invitations go out to the right customers and we have the right SMEs on the platform.
Absolutely. So I think now, Nafisa, one thing is that you've left most of the business owners with, rather than questions, with the hope to kind of connect with us offline. So I'm seeing now more comments about needing help or needing to want to connect offline. So
okay.
I think we can end the session. If there are any further questions that have not been addressed, this is your chance. Please go ahead and ask them now. There is a question from Mr. Anil Monterio who says, do you have case studies for learning and development coaching? Nafisa, you want to take that or should I answer that?
You take it on.
Yeah, so more than case studies for learning and development or coaching, Mr. Anil, we do regular webinars which are educational and not promotional in nature. So, and we take up a theme every month. Currently, you are a part of the exports theme that is going on. So, if there are any suggestions that you would like to learn on any further topic, I would request all of you to kind of use the chat box to send in your suggestions. Can we get the helpline number for designing the GlobalLinker profile? Nafisa, if you can just chat that in, I'm just seeing a couple of more questions.
Yeah, just give me a moment.
So while she's also putting in the helpline number, I am actually going to share my contact details as well, such that you can coordinate and let me know what kind of help you would require, because most of the comments now are in that regard.
So I'm sharing the general helpline number, but yeah, you can also get in touch with Malvika.
So there's a question from Mr. Kumar who says, what is the real difference between a website and an online store? So yeah, just answering.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Just answering that, one is a website is usually information based, where you can see products, but you can't really go ahead and purchase products. So the basic difference between a website and an online store, I would say, is that on an online store, you can actually go ahead, make a transaction, and know about the product. So an online store is a one-step enhancement from a website where it's not really transactable, but an online store also has all the information present. There's another question which says, will we get the PPT, the recording? So if you have registered for this session using GlobalLinker, you will get the recording of this session. Will you conduct a program in global logistics? Mr. Harish, we will put that in from as a suggestion, and we will come back to you if something is planned in that regard. Are there any further questions? Okay, so Nafisa, I think it has been honestly a very insightful session and an engaged one.
Thank you. I hope it has been useful. The main objective of this webinar was to ensure that one, you get takeaway so that you can create a good profile. And yes, if you do have and this will help you generate more business online. So one, I hope you create a nice and a good digital profile. This gives you the necessary insights to do that. And once you do, I wish you all the best in getting more business online.
Thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you, Nafisa, for this session.
Thank you, Malvika, and thank you everybody for being there. It was a great turnout, and it was also very encouraging and motivating to see everybody here.
Thank you.